Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's play some more Hot Wheels Unleashed. And today we're looking at the new, what's it called, Racing Season, aka the Battle Pass that is not called the Battle Pass. So this new thing, we're gonna have a look over here. It's, you know, the classic situation of a battle pass. You grind and you get a bunch of stuff and all of that. The main attraction is obviously the new cars that were added into the game, which, I mean, we can look at this. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, Aquaman, you can get it at tier, what is this, tier 16. It's premium. I think all the cars in this season are premium, where in the previous season the SpongeBob, Jesus Christ. One of the cars was actually free. I believe all the cars over here are only acquirable by actually buying the racing season. So I don't believe there's any free cars, but that's what we're looking here. And I'm just quickly browsing here in case you want to see what's the new stuff. We'll actually look at the cars in a second. I just want to see quite quickly what's around here, but it seems that this is as far as it takes me. So yeah, I don't believe that any of the cars are free, but we can have a look at them through the collection. Now, I think it would be easier if I scroll to the right side. Because man, I tell you, this whole thing of how this car list is organized, it's a pain in the ass. I keep saying every video, because every video I have to do this. I keep saying that it would be better if it was a grid where you can select the car that you want to look instead of scrolling through these cars, because this scroll is fast. This one is fast. But as soon as you're getting into cars that are not in the view, this scroll is slow. So that's why it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but whatever. So here are the cars that you're going to be acquiring. Aquaman, which actually has a little cool misspell in the website where they put a C before the Q, so it says Aquaman. It's weird. Looking at this car, it actually reminded me of the Mercedes-Benz, what is it called? Silver Lightning that you see in Asphalt 8. It reminds me a little bit of that. But yeah, that's Aquaman. Then we have Cyborg, which is one of those monster truck type of deals. So, whatevs. Oh, this is not part of the of the racing season. This is DLC. I'm not sure if it's free or not. I'll have to check that later. But yeah, this was also very recently added. We have Nightwing. Actually, you know what? This is Superhero Racing. Yeah. So this one you get as soon as you buy the pass. Like you unlock it right away instead of having to grind for it. But yeah, Nightwing. Then we have Shazam and Supergirl, which looks a lot like Superman, which, you know, kind of makes sense. And finally, the Flash, which curiously enough, it comes already as a legendary. You can see the rarity on these cars. Common, rare. But this one comes as legendary at level 50. So I guess, you know, it's the highest reward. By its stats, it seems to be really fast. But you know what I think about the stats? Braking power medium, very good acceleration, and top handling. So yeah, those are the cars that were added for the racing season. As usual, I'm not gonna go for the racing season because I'm not interested in this. I'm curious to know what you guys think now that we have more people watching these videos. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Do you like the fact that they're adding these racing seasons that last like 2 months, in which you can unlock a bunch of cars for a specific brand of fantasy cars, or would you prefer something more real licensed cars for a racing season, like a McLaren season, or a Ferrari, or a Lamborghini season, or something like that? Or even if not one single brand, how about if it was just like the exotic season and it gives you one Bugatti, one Ferrari, one Lambo, whatever? What do you think? Because I personally would prefer that, but I don't know. I might be the odd one here that likes that kind of stuff. But anyway, so I did want to show you a little bit. Well, we're gonna start doing the daily challenges just in order to get a bunch of currencies. You can see on the right side, daily challenges. Run for 30 seconds with the boost activated in a race, then complete 3 garage levels and make 5 perfect starts. So I'm gonna be doing that in quick race because that's where you can do it. But I wanted to show you that I already took the Corvette Stingray to its pro legendary stats, aka upgraded twice. and I applied this livery that makes it look a little bit like the Corvette Grand Sport. So I'm gonna be trying this and see how it feels. I did a one race before, but honestly, I just need to practice a little more with this. So we need to get, I don't know, what did it say, 3 races? So we can do one of these with T-Rex in the living room, because this is not a race that is going to take too long to do. And also because I want to kind of warm up a little bit into the game. I haven't played today. So chances are you're going to see some terrible driving. Or if I've gotten better at the game, it should be better, you know? Who knows? But I want to quickly say something else that I was saying before in the previous video, that I want to jump into multiplayer, and in fact I did go into multiplayer, but I kept finding the same issues that bother me about the multiplayer in this game, which is the fact that it throws you into lobbies of races that are super long. Like each I've been in a situation when it's a 3-lap race and you're spectating because you gotta wait until the race is over, right? Okay, hold on, I need to get the purple. Good. So it puts you spectating, and you know, it turns out that they're in the first lap of a very long three-lap race where each lap is gonna take like 3 minutes. It's like, am I gonna sit here for 10 minutes waiting for them to finish that? Like, seriously? So that's one of the things that has been driving me a little bit away from multiplayer, because it's becoming, I don't know, maybe it's a fact that players that are into a lobby want to play the longest races. I don't know if that's what it is or what. Or maybe it's a matter of endurance. People are like, yeah, I know that other players are going to end up quitting because they don't want to do such a long race, so by default I'm going to win. I don't know. Could be either or. But yeah, as a spectator, it takes forever to, you know, to wait for that to be over. And you quit that and try to join another lobby, but turns out that you're in the exact same lobby. Because one sad thing that I've been looking at, it's not like I'm paying attention too closely to the numbers, because I'm usually not the type of person who's like, oh, if there's not enough players, I'm not gonna play. But to be fair, in a game where you're trying to race versus a bunch of people, if the game doesn't have a ton of people to play with, then it becomes a little bit of a problem. And yeah, I was looking at the Steam chart numbers for this thing, and man, the numbers are kind of sad. And I keep thinking, I don't know, maybe, you know what, now that the racing season has been released, I'm gonna keep an eye on that to see if this actually helps it increase the player numbers. But that's why I was asking you guys, what do you think? Would you be more inclined to get this thing or to play this thing if it had more exotic cars, more licensed cars? Well, not necessarily exotic, just that licensed cars. I don't know, muscle cars, whatever, you know? More, what they call them, JDMs? Would that be more of a... Oh, I need to do garage, not basement. Oh, I'm an idiot. God damn it. Alright, we'll try another one with the Corvette, which by the way feels pretty good, but I was meant to do garage. Alright. Let's do a simple one just to keep on while I keep going with my ideas flowing over here. But yeah, would you be more interested in the game if that was the case? And particularly if you don't play this game, other than, you know, because the price, for example, like the price might be putting you off from playing it. But other than the price, what if you're not playing this game but you're watching this video and you're interested in this game? I do wonder what is stopping you from playing it. And I don't mean like, come on, jump into the game. No, I'm legit curious. Like, is there any particular reason that you're not going into the game? Maybe just a matter of, well, I'm playing too many games already, so I don't want to jump into another one. I'm just keeping an eye on this. So that's completely understandable. But I wonder if there's anybody who is like, yeah, I would love to play this game, but because of this reason at the moment of how the game is right now, I'm not too interested on it. And or if you don't have any specific reason as to why you're not playing it, I do wonder what would make you want to play it. Like, what if you see suddenly announced, oh, this new thing was added into the game? What would that thing have to be for you to go like, holy shit, I would love to play this game right now? And I promise, I'm not on the research team on this for this game or anything. I'm just some dude making dumb videos on YouTube. But I'm really curious to know because I don't know. This game had definitely some potential. It had some promise. There was interest for it, but it seems that most of it has died down. And granted, I mean, there's still some players, like I said. It's not completely dead, but it's not completely alive either. And that just makes me curious because, like I said, my very self-centered view of what I like in the game. Yeah, I keep saying, yeah, give me Lambos and probably a lot of people will play, but I might be wrong. Maybe you're like, no, I don't. If I wanted to play with Lambos, I would be playing Forza Horizon. I would be playing Gran Turismo. I would be playing Need for Speed. I would be playing any of the tons of games that already have those cars. But what if I want to race with a twin mill? Well, mostly only well, it's a very popular car, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, what if I want to play with this particular car that is unique to Hot Wheels and doesn't show in other games? Then this is the game to play it. So fuck all those other licensed cars. I don't care about that. I don't know. I'm curious about that because seriously, the way I look at it is obviously because of the things I like, but that may not and probably will not align with what other people like. Last time that I asked this, when we had a smaller viewership here, I did get, I believe it was Teddy telling me, or maybe, I don't remember, but I'm bad at remember things, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Was telling me that, no, yeah, I like the fantasy cars in the game, you know, to have all of that nonsense in the game. That's kind of what feels right. Wow, I already got the 30 seconds with the boost. Nice. All right, not bad. So yeah, the Corvette is pretty useful. But you know what? We're gonna do something else, and I'm a bit afraid of doing this, but I think it's worth to do. We're gonna use the Senna, which is again one of the cars that was added in the DLC very recently. Apparently this car is OPAF, you know? So let's upgrade it. So you can see right now, it has 4 out of 6 speed, 3 braking power, 2 acceleration, and 6 handling. So the handling is the best stat. But you can see already that acceleration is gonna improve quite a bit and speed a little bit too. So let's do it. How do you upgrade? With A. There we go. That's the first upgrade to the car. And then if we upgrade it again for 500 gears, you can see speed goes to the top, braking power almost to the top, acceleration all the way to the top, and handling was already to the top. The useful part is that the boost goes from 2 to 3 pips. So we're just gonna go do that. We're just gonna skip this middle stage and just go straight up to the legendary stat. Now let me quickly look at the liveries. People must have already made liveries for this. So let's see. Has anybody made a sort of realistic one? I don't imagine people have, but might as well check it. And I mentioned before in the previous video that there's this problem with the game where some surfaces don't allow you to put decals on, and that is a bit obnoxious. Let's go with the most likes. See what? Oh yes, oh that's gorgeous. That's the color scheme that I love on this thing. Oh man, that looks pretty dope too. Holy shit. All right. Look at people doing crazy shit. Man. Oh, I can't decide. I like this, but I also like this. Now I'm gonna go with this. I just like this one. This is the color scheme that I have on the actual toy. Look at the detailing they added on the taillights. I love it. All right, we're going for it. So yeah, I have a problem with this game where some of the... Where is it? I think it was to the right. Some of the surfaces don't allow you to add decals to them, and that's a bit unfortunate. Because I think I showed in another... Did I pass over it already? Yeah, I passed it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I showed that I showed in another video that I was trying to... I did a livery for a particular car. Oh, damn. Yeah, let's do it. I did a livery for a particular car, but I wanted to add a bunch of detailing to a metal part. Well, you know, a certain part of the car that I painted metal. But I think it was a chassis. I don't know. Whatever it was. Oh, look at that. It looks dope. Thanks to that, because of the... It wasn't even the material that I gave it. It was just a matter of that particular part of the car for any of the cars. Just, well, I'm not gonna go too deep into explaining. I already mentioned. The point is that you cannot paint certain parts of certain cars, and that's a bit obnoxious because if I want to go crazy with that in detail, it's unfortunate and not really enjoyable. The fact that, oh, well, you can touch the surface. Too bad. That sucks, man. All right. Yeah, this thing feels good. Don't mind me hitting the walls. I'm gonna fire on the left, so let's go to the right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh! Thought I was gonna hit the pole. I keep saying that this arrow's pointing you to the side that you're supposed to go. Particularly as soon as you reach the fork where it's a bit confusing, unless you really know the track. Those arrows should be bigger. That's one of the visibility issues that I have with this game, where I feel like they could have adjusted that. But oh well, whatever. I think another thing that they could probably do to improve this game, well, one thing that they could do to probably improve the game, or at least for me personally, would be a much better offer, would be to allow you to race against the AI in custom tracks. Because as it stands, you create your custom track and you're super proud of it, but the reality is that unless you get super lucky and for some reason it shows in the multiplayer queue, you're not really gonna be able to play it. I mean, you can play it by yourself, but yeah, just yourself alone, nobody else. All right, we got some more resources, nice. Okay, we need to do one more garage race and 2 more perfect starts. And let's do another race with the Senna, just because this thing is so enjoyable. Maybe this one, sure. Oh crap, what was I saying? I forgot. God damn it, DBT. You and your goldfish memory. What was I saying? What was I saying? Let me see if I can get my train of thought back. Oh yeah, racing against the perfect, beautiful. Racing against the AI. Yeah, so if you're playing it by yourself, well, GG, I guess. But other than that, when are you gonna be able to play somebody else's track? Oh Jesus Christ! Come on. Like I said, you have to be incredibly lucky for your track to show in multiplayer. So that's a bit unfortunate because you want to see how, in theory, the track would be played. And granted, if you're able to play it against the AI, it's still not going to be reflective at all on how people would actually play it. Because people are much more creative on how can they break the tracks. But at least it gives you a bit of an opportunity. Kind of like how Forza Horizon, I mean, despite the fact that in Forza Horizon you can record your route, but it's not like you can create new terrains or, well, whatever. The point is that Forza Horizon does allow you to create, let's say, custom races with a custom layout, and then you can race against the AI. And without going into too much detail as to how to make it work proper, yeah, you can make it in a way where the AI is going to be terrible racing against you, but at least, it's, to me, oh shit, oh good. To me, just being able to race it against other vehicles, it already improves a little bit the experience. Oh boy. Even if the AI isn't necessarily great. And I don't know how you would program the AI to follow the custom races, and I'm pretty sure that's why you cannot race against the AI in custom races, because they would need to implement a whole new system to tell the AI, okay, you're supposed to go this way, you're supposed to go this other way. Am I gonna get second place? Oh wait, it's a 3-lapper. For a moment I thought it was just a course. Damn, it's a long one then. Jeez. I don't know. I mean, the checkpoints are a good way, but maybe kind of like Forza Horizon, where you kind of just draw by driving. Like, yeah, this is the path that you little AI machine should be trying to follow. But yeah, I imagine that that's the main reason why there's no option to race against the AI. I wanted to say that racing against, oh Jesus, playing all by yourself, I mean, I can see how it's enjoyable. That's actually, I believe, why a lot of people like, what's that one called? Trackmania? As far as I know, that there's no enemies in that, like no AI to race against. You race against the clock. And yeah, that can be entertaining, I suppose. But this game that is more about a bunch of little cars and collectibles and seeing with crazy liveries and all of that, yeah, I see a lot of value in just racing against other opponents. But yeah, that's one thing that I wish they were to change in this game. But honestly, oh wow, okay, sure. Honestly, I am a bit pessimistic on what's gonna happen with this game. Again, seeing the crazy decline in players, and also the fact that, I don't know if it was lack of foresight, maybe lack of time to develop it. I don't know. But I think it was a big mistake to not have, what's it called? Cross-platform support. And it gets even worse because from what I've heard, right, so basically you play this on the Switch, you can only play against people on the Switch. You play this on I don't know what other console it's available on. Let's say Xbox, I don't know if it is. Jesus Christ! You can only play against people on the Xbox, right? Oh, come on! What the hell is wrong with me? The crate handling is failing me. We still have one more lap to go, but we're in 8th place, so let's see if I can bring it back. So yeah, you can only play against people in the same system as you are playing it, right? On the same platform. But apparently there's a situation where this game was also made available, I believe on the Epic Store or something like that, that has its own player base. So even people who play this on PC are split between PC on Steam or PC on whatever is the other platform where this is being sold. So that's pretty bad. Like I said, on Steam it doesn't have a ton of players. Last time I checked, it was like 100. The peak for a day, for a regular day, was like 100 players. Which, this being a AA game, it's not. I don't know if this is terrible or not, but it definitely doesn't feel like there's a lot of people playing. And if they had, made it cross-platform, then yeah, you would be able to compete against anybody, even if the other platforms also have very few players. When you pull them all together, well, then there's more players, and thus there's more fun to be had in multiplayer. From the last few times that I went into multiplayer, yeah, the lobbies, on top of having the issue of the races taking forever, this is gonna close, isn't it? On top of that issue, well, this is where I make it back. Okay, not quite. Then you have tiny lobbies with 3 people than yourself. It's like, come on, really? That's all? So yeah, and this whole thing of cross-platform, the developer said that it's gonna come later. Like, yeah, okay, we're working on it, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, why didn't they bring it from the beginning? That's where I was. Oh shit! Where I was wondering, was it a lack of foresight, or what was the issue as to why they didn't have this feature from the beginning? I don't know. It would be great to know, but I don't think I'll ever actually know the truth. So, all right, let's do one last race to get the last perfect start and get my last bit of points. But let's switch from this car and see what else we can use.
Is the future.
What else do I have over here? Oh, you know what? I was enjoying Vega last time. How about we upgrade Vega? I think we can do that.
Evolution.
Collection and Vega. Here it is. So wow, braking power improves quite drastically. Let's do it. And what would be the next upgrade? It decreases the boost, which is unfortunate. It increases braking power and acceleration. You know what? And a little bit of speed. I'm gonna try it like this. I keep saying that, with the very unreliable stats that are given over here, the one that I've found to be really, really reliable is the boost stat, where, it tells you, well, your boost lasts a fair bit of time versus your boost is super short. So if I already know that my boost is going to be reduced, then I'm not too interested on upgrading ever so slightly my speed. Because that's another thing. In the video where I was talking about the fake speedometer in this thing, not fake, but the unofficial speedometer. That's the last perfect start, beautiful. It seems that most of the cars really have extremely similar speed. So the difference is how fast can they get to that speed, and for how long can they sustain it. So to me, more than the speed alone, the boost is what matters. And that actually kind of shows in some of the vehicles where they supposedly have super low speed, but because they have a crazy boost duration, then you find out that they're really competitive. Well, I mean, probably not necessarily against the best players in multiplayer, but overall they work quite well. So that's why I'm always a bit wary about cars that when you upgrade them, it reduces the boost duration. That's something I don't like at all. And I see why they did it, right? But still, not my cup of tea. Yeah, now the game looks a bit strange to me. A few videos ago, I reduced the quality settings. Not because it gave issues to my computer, but because there were so many reflections, so much bloom, so many lens flares, so many of everything. I'm like, come on, can I please have just a clear view of where the hell I'm supposed to be going? So I reduced it a little bit, but it does seem that it washed out the color on the game. I don't know. So yeah, before we end this video, how about I invite you again to tell me what do you think about the new racing season with the new DC superheroes? That's gonna be the second. Well, I guess it's because of the license, right? But this is gonna be the second racing season that is all about DC heroes or villains. The first one was actually the villains, and the second one was SpongeBob. Jesus Christ. And now again we're in DC now, well, DC Comics, but now it's about heroes as opposed to villains. So yeah, I don't know. And it's also, I don't know, it seems to me like a big commitment from the developers, because this racing season lasts so long, 2 months. And I say that it's long because I'm used to, shorter things in Asphalt 9, for example. No, Asphalt 8. But I bring up the duration because in a game that is having some troubles keeping the players, spending 2 months in, locked in this season that people may or may not like, that's why I see it as being a bit, troublesome. I don't know. That's why I'm really interested to hear from you. If the fact that it has all these DC licensed fantasy cars, is that an attractive proposition to you, or would you rather see something else? Because it does feel to me that, yeah, having committed for 2 months to this particular thing, I don't know, it's quite the risk in my opinion. But what do I know? Alright, that's where I'm gonna leave it. As usual, if you like what you've seen, if you like this type of shit, let me know in the comments. Like the video, because that helps the channel also to continue to be discovered. Thank you to everybody that has been subscribing. Welcome to the channel. And that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.